Hello! And welcome back to Quantus on the FTOG server. In the last episode, we started working on a tunnel just by what I'm going to make my new base. And I've done a lot of work on the tunnel. Still not quite complete. It's probably going to be multiple episodes before we get this thing actually to a usable place. Mainly because it's such a large area, and I'll show you why in a very brief moment. In this episode, I've been expanding on the tunnel further, and there are some things which I thought you might want to come and have a look at and see how they work to do with the railcart system that I've put in since then. So, let's get started. Okay, so this is the spawn area. We came in here when we actually first started, just slightly only, well, it's 429 meters, but just along this little river path here. It actually takes you out to the spawn area with a boat, and you can get out there quite nicely. So what I've done between episodes is I've put in this rail system which utilizes our tunnel and also expands on things. Now, as I said in the intro, it's not quite finished. There's probably quite a bit to do, mainly because it's quite a long thing. You know, it's 400 meters to get to the spawn village, but this will take us most of the way. As you can see, we actually go right through the path and we end up down here. At the moment it's BYO cart, so I'm going to take my cart back. So if we go into here though, just around here we have the spawn village. Probably should make a little pathway to get up to here a little easier. Oops. So as you see, this is the spawn village that we all started off walking towards. So this is the top of the tunnel, as you can see. Now, the problem is if we go down here, because this is the alternate entrance to the area, which is probably the way I should be taking anyway, put our minecart down, and we take a truck up this way. Go through here, and we immediately bypass our place, which is actually over there. So what we need to do is work on a way of, that's me hopping out of the cart manually because there's no way currently getting out, and I want to stop, otherwise we end up in spawn. You can see up here, one thing that we need to work on in this episode will be the track goes along there, and while it's alright and it works, it doesn't look very pleasing in my opinion. So I think we'll do that one first, and then later on in the episode we'll come back here and try and get a way of hopping off at the base here. So what I was thinking of looking at was from the platforms mod, which gives you all these different platforms. Now, you can't craft these directly, as you can see from here. The only thing you could do is the monkey wrench and the platformer. The rest of these you need the platformer to make. So we'll go in here, we need some red dye and some iron. Do I not have any red dye and iron? I've also been out mining and picked up a lot of iron. I still haven't found any diamonds. I found some gold for the booster tracks, but I need to go do some more on that. We need the red dye, and we'll need some wood for the crafting table, which I need one of those for that. get some stuff around. We go into here, make that into dye. Oh yeah, you get 1 for that. Okay, fine. Here, make one of those into there. We need to make a crafting table, which of course is basic Minecraft. One of these, one of those, one of those, and plunk that there. Gives us a platformer. Just place this over, I don't know, here. And I need to put that on my head, I keep noticing. I also killed a mob and ended up some leather boots. So if you're wondering why my feet are leather, it's because they got feather falling 4 on them. And fire protection 2. But the feather falling 4 is great because it hopefully means I won't die too often. I probably should try and get the enchantment off there or repair them. Just so that durability goes up because they've been helpful. Not great for my armor, but still. Anyway, so this is the platformer. You can choose your various platforms that you have. And we need to give it a building material, which I don't have any wood on me. Let's grab some wood. So we'll use some spruce wood. I've got quite a bit of spruce wood. Convert that into planks. Just a few of them. Up to here. Go back into this machine. And so you got railings. We've got the platforms. You've got your angle pieces. We've got various types of the supports, which we'll probably use in our case here. In fact, let's make... can I do that directly to wood? No. Okay, let's convert that into planks then. There we go. So you place those in there. You have to put 2 of them in, it looks like. And of course that will give us a wooden floor. You've got supports. Or actually it looks like you call them frames. We've got some risers. Handrails. And of course we come back to the platform itself. We are in this case though, I'm looking probably for one of some of these. Can I do that, or do I have to put it into the... okay, so that's what you have to do. You have to put your wood into here. What your materials are in there, which it seems to keep those materials, isn't helpful. And to make multiple, you put it into here. Not sure what these do. They've probably got a reason, but I haven't played with this mod enough to know what it is. We also want to go in and we will create some basic platforms. Some of these guys, maybe? Or do we go with... Let's go with those guys. We'll try some of these out. And we'll try some of those out as well. See how they look. So what we'll do is we'll go to the rail system that I have over here. As you can see, so I've got the boosters here. But I ran out of gold at this point, so I have to go mining to get some more gold. Now, one problem I'm going to have is I had a major problem trying to get that to work. Let's just sleep. I made a sleeping bag, not too hard to make. We'll go into here. Which side is the door on? Doesn't really matter. Major problem getting this water to work, as I was just saying there. Hopefully I can take this out without affecting it though, please. Cool. So we should be able to put a wooden floor there. And in theory, we should be able to put one of these guys in. There. And as you can see, it just has a very basic shell. You can still walk on it. Can we put minecarts on it? Mine tracks on it, sorry. Let's try that now. One like that, one like that. You can. Not sure why you'd want a platform. Let's just see what they look like. So let's grab those guys onto there as well. And then we'll place a platform on top. Can I do that? Am I not allowed to do that? There we go. So one platform. It seems to put it on top, which may affect the... Yeah, so we can't place the minecart on it. That is a bit of pain, but that's fine. I think really, I like the way that works. So let's... Oh dear. Let's take some more of these guys. Oh. Apparently you can stack them as well. Let's grab that over here. Place that there. No, not that one. Let's take that out of my inventory so I don't keep using it. Where those other guys go? Oh, they're down there, are they? No? There they are. At least one of them. The other one down here too? Okay. So yeah, it looks like you can stack them, which is quite cool. If we go over here and have a look at how that looks. Don't know if the wood's going to work. It blends quite a bit in there. Let me finish that off and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so there you go. That's one layer of it, one level of it. Not really sure if I like it or not. It probably needs a bottom layer. Or it's more designed to go straight down. I did find that if you want to lay multiple, so if I just do that, I just normally click, it'll do that. If however you're standing on the edge, whoops, just take this out. If however you're standing on the edge of them and you hit shift, it's when it will place it up. And you can climb up these. So quite a cool little tool there. So I'll go make some more of these bridge pieces and I'll be back in a moment. So what does that actually do? It just rotates them. Okay. Is it just that side or does it? Okay. Oh well. I made this monkey wrench to see what you could do with it. It looks like it just rotates the actual blocks, which would have been cool if we could have placed... you can see that I placed them down, and then I placed the whole pillar down, and then I put two on the side just to give it a bit more structure look. It would have been nice if you could angle them like you can in the architecture craft mod. So they make really good things to climb up. As there's no water in the way. And of course you can hold down shift or your sneak button and it will hold you here. Can I walk around them? Yes I can, look at that. And I can walk up here, which that's quite cool. So as you can see I've used the just the wooden frame ones. I didn't really like the way that those ones look. I don't think... Oh. Ah. Okay, so yeah, that just rotates that. So, meh. So not a bad mod. Not sure if I like how it looks, but we'll leave it like that for now, and it might grow on me. Really, it's here so people can get the to and from spawn, so... Oh, ow. Still say that, even though it actually doesn't take any damage. I'll go back into here. So, now that we've done that, the next thing I want to do is, as you saw, there's no way of actually getting into, or just stopping at my place. It'd be nice if you could. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to dig a little bit of the hole out here, and turn this into a semi-station. But I'm not going to use a standard method. I'm thinking I want to use one of those button systems, you know, go this way for that, and that way to go that way. So you'll stop. I'll put a booster track in here. If there's not already one there, I'll put a booster track in there, and then have a button and a button, one to go to the village and one to go to spawn. And then you'll stop here and you just choose where you want to go from here. What I'm going to do first is I need to hollow the area out and make some resources for what I think, the way I'm going to do it, and I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so I've hollowed quite a large area here. I'm planning on doing some vanilla redstone logic. Yeah, I think that's fair, isn't it? Really basic stuff though. And what I was thinking of doing is most of the time what you'd see people, what I've seen people do in the past is they've set up a track, they put a sticky piston on one side, pull the track out, and put another block in place of next to the booster so it changes the direction. And I'm thinking I'm doing something similar, but I'm going to use something that wasn't available in the old versions of Minecraft that I played, which is 1.7, which is a slime box. Now these are the vanilla things that were introduced in 1.8, I think it was. And all you need is just some slime. Now it's really easy to get slime balls because we've got Tinker's Construct. You grab a tree and you cut it down and you convert the congealed slime into slime box by doing this. Or the slime, and then you slime that like that. And then it'll make you a slime block. So not too difficult. And what you can do with them, if I do some examples, let's just go down this area here. If we place one of these here, well actually no, let's place it there, and we'll place a couple of blocks next, or a block next to it. So normally, actually no, we won't do that. Place the slime block first, like that, and then of course we can place that there. Get rid of the torch for now, and that there. So now of course you've got a whole bunch of blocks around there, and we can put a button on there, which I just realised isn't going to work anyway because there's nowhere to push it into. So let's just cut this out a little bit. Just like that. Press the button. You see it pushes all the blocks. So we do it again over here. It pushes all the blocks that are connected to the slime block. Now that could have issues because you could move other blocks around there, and there are things called immovable objects or immovable blocks. Really good one is a furnace, which is why if you look at my inventory I have quite a large collection of furnaces, because I have a funny feeling I'm going to need them. So we'll take all these out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this all up now and get it working, because I'm not that great with redstone. So I want to get this working, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done for one side, and then I'll implement it for the other as well. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so get that test. Cool. Excellent. Okay, so I've now got it moving things around. Let's place. So what you can see going on here is the button is going around here. It's sitting on this redstone torch, which is setting as a NOT gate because it's attached to that wall. That will then send a signal through to the sticky piston to always keep it on unless you press the button. When you press the button, of course, it retracts the slime box here, which is responsible for removing the track. The one below it moves a piece of cobblestone it's sitting on. Then there are 3 pieces down here of slime block which do nothing at all but connect to this guy. This guy is responsible for moving the cobblestone into place, and then of course we go around here and move the redstone to power the track. You can see here I've got a furnace there and a furnace here. That means that when this piece of slime block here is actually in that position, it won't then push it back and take those two with it. And that's what they mean by immovable blocks. These guys will not move by a slime block. I think obsidian's a similar situation, but I don't have any obsidian on me because I haven't found any diamonds yet. So, if we give it a try, you can see, of course, everything in action, and if we look down at the track, you'll see it activates. So, what we'll do is we'll place this on here, and go into there, and we stop here. Perfect. That's always a good start. Press the button, and apparently I get pushed off. That's unexpected, I think. I need to go forward a bit more. There you go. Awesome. That works perfectly, except for that small glitch. What I'll do now is I'll do the other side. Put up some signs, and I'll be back once that's done to show you the final product. Okay, so I've got both sides done. You can now press that button, and it does what it needs to. And you can press this button, and it does what it needs to. Unfortunately, you'll notice that the redstone block's gone. I found a small issue. I thought I'd be clever and I can move the same redstone block that was here and just move either side, but that didn't seem to work. So I've moved it down to the bottom here and just run a redstone trail from the around here over a furnace, a couple of furnaces. This one here because of course when you press the button, the slime block moves back and we don't want to move this block. And of course the furnace there is for some reason, and that just goes straight into the booster track. So overall it works, which is awesome. And I think I can pretty much cover it up. So just we're gonna get out here again. It's around here somewhere. There. So what we'll do is go into here. We'll cover off the stone colours that we've got here. Throw those on there. Probably should test to make sure we can move those. Let's have a look. Doing it. Cool. Place it on there, and then on there, and then okay. Do that on there. And one there. It does it again, you see it? Doesn't always place it. Now if I go over here and I actually break this, it'll actually give me two of them back. Bit strange, but okay. Place it in there. Well, that was interesting. Okay, let's try there then. And I'll place it up against the wall like that. One like that. One like that. I'm not sure where the rest of the stone colours went. But that's interesting. You can stand on here and of course you get the spring effect from the slime. And of course the last test we need to do, very important test. Let's minecart down. Hop on the minecart. I want to go to... It's not quite what I wanted. I might have to reverse those redstone signals. Just head back this way again. That's fine. I can do that on camera. It's probably going to require a bit more tricky redstone, but I won't bore you with that process. So I'm going to end the episode here. If you are interested in a more detailed view of how that little system worked, please leave a comment down below. And I'll set up a quick little video showing how to put it together. Otherwise, for now, if you've got any questions, comments, suggestions, leave them down below. But don't forget to leave a like if you learned anything from this video. If you're new to the channel and like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya!